right up alt mid. Vitality might meet them in the middle.
Oh, RPK delivering.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, RPK. You cheeky little man. And now Masuta is also in prime position to keep an eye on this bomb. I love what we're getting out of Vitality early. NIP, they do have ZTR deep within this A bomb site, but he's going to go back into alt mid now and get this bomb from underneath enemy control.
But he's trying to take a one-on-one there. Instead, he's got Masuta trap jumping around the corner, and he can't kill him. It's Team Vitality taking the pistol. I love the pace there, right? Should be a dead man. Bullets and fire won't stop him, and now Masuta has to. Calling for a rotate. Shox is on patrol right now, running in through CT. Masuta's still in a very dangerous position. Shox's nade could do the damage. Oh, Hampus ready with another, and these Deagles are delicious right now for the Ninjas. 5-on-3, they've taken some heavy health away, but if they execute into this one-man hold in the B bomb site, it should be a smooth move to find their first. Vitality can't catch a break, but now they need to break back into this bomb site. Hampus waiting for another D kill. It might get it. Does some damage, but no rush to peek here. And Vitality, they know this one's already past the port of call. They've got to get out and save. But NIP winning the round off time alone and looking to hunt these kills. And that they do, too, in spawn. And everyone falls here for Team Vitality. They can't get the retake. Man, they can't even get out of the bomb site.
A Silver Fox lurking alone up in the apartments. Plopsky seems determined to check for him, but it's actually ZTR to beat him to the break. So now the man advantage taken, the bomb plant coming in. Vitality are at least here and nearby, ready to retake, but bomb's already going down. NIP just holding their ground with that bomb in their favor. The pistol tries to hit a good timing. A nice attempt from Apex, but nothing connects. And so it's nice, it's clean, it's exactly what we wanted from NIP. Now keeping 4 alive, maybe it gets a little worse, but it shouldn't get much worse.
Yeah, what a flash as well. Masuta blinds 2 players in the site, but that CZ, man, it's not 2015 anymore. That gun, struggling to get anything done with it. It's crazy watching pros use that weapon. Like, they can just 2-tap people from across the map. I can't even, I mean, Apex, that's exactly what happens when I use it as well. Don't worry. It's nothing personal. Yeah, that gun can be a fickle beast at best, but MIP finding 2-1 and running away with his T-side. Look at those shots. Look how close. He draws an outline of his opponent.
Looks like they do want to commit to this A play, and that would be the right call to make. Vitality have just rotated a man over towards that B site. Now they clear out Banana. They get this information ahead of time that it's not B. So Shox and Co, they just sprint down the Banana to come on this fast flank into the A bomb site. Low HP on Plopsky. He's the first man out of the round. And there's even more where that came from. This crossfire still delivering down in the pit.
And the rest of NIP are looking to try and find picks on this A site to set them up for another round. No one's giving away anything, though, not even in apps. It's a really tight setup for Vitality. Look at these crossfires. NIP need to work for these kills.
Yeah, Rez has gotten sneaky with it. They need to clear out RPK, though. He's been a real nuisance in this position. Oh, the 1 AK bullet has given up his position. And the trades are good for NIP. The blink of an eye, it is all left onto Masuta, who's over at that B bomb site. And while, you know, I know we love watching Masuta jiggle his thing over here towards the B site.
Do we?
Air of uncertainty around Vitality right now. You know, they've kept 2 over towards B. They're still paranoid that this comes back into a B play. The flash that RPK throws sets him up well. And so it is just left on to NUKE in the blink of an eye. Pretty quick round. Pretty just done deal from the get-go. You know, 2 kills come in. NIP never reclaim those kills. They never trade them out.
Yeah, Vitality's banana control is really, really good right now. It does help that we're seeing these like early 3rd and sometimes even 4th players coming over to give the illusion like, oh, we've thrown our util, now you can come up B. And then boom, more grenades come out of nowhere. That's an awkward one for NUKE. Would love to save the AWP. But instead now, Vitality are given the room to rotate round, put a 3rd player on this A site, and now walking into Zaiwu are the Ninjas. Oh, collat.
Yeah, traded, right? But RPK still down in the pit, and Shox having to rotate round long side is now trying to look for a way back into this, right? Hoping to buy some time for his teammate to rotate in Masuta. And now they both take this angle over towards short. Bomb's been planted for NIP. And aggression at long does give that kill away. Shoxy going back for that proves instrumental to this retake for Vitality. Now they've only got Rez left to worry about. He needs a clean kill here. Trying to isolate these engagements, looking for the long fight, but going toe-to-toe with Shoxy, taps him out of the round. Masuta still able to trade, very, very quick in the response.
As more and more health gets lost, he is only a shot from death, so it wouldn't make a difference, that armor. RPK, oh, he's getting flashed off. They're coming up short quick, and Shox has a crossfire, but now he's out on his lonesome. The flash is really good. They've got an entry. If they can kill Shox, this could be their round, but Shox is hunting them down, dropping another, and it's only Hampus.
Yeah. Shoxy giving them some of that vintage Shox inside of the A side, man. Just lights up this round. Makes it all happen for Team Vitality. And so now Hampus just waiting, hoping, praying that someone gives him a fight. Just come on, overstep the mark a little bit, Zywoo. You're so damn good, you can take me. I'm Hampus, I'm down here in the pit, looking for a fight now into the site, and Shox is just playing with him, just giving him little jiggles, little wiggles. And if you try to go into the site, you won't like what you see at short. There's 2 players here, and so Masuta holds the line, puts 5 on the board for Vitality. He'll decide to back out, and so that's our indication that this is going to be a B play, right? You lose ETR and apps, it means you got to go B, and with just 35 seconds left, the push is now coming in. 3 strong here for Vitality, and Masuta has been Mr. Multi-Kill in this series. He's doubled up. Apex is now trying to hold the line. Shoxy goes running into the action, but they do give ZTR those 2 1v1s to carve a path into the clutch. Now a 1v2. ZTR with the bomb planted, both players for Vitality coming through CT. This is not an easy clutch by any stretch of the imagination. Vitality are going to try and play this one together. They're trying to play for the trade. ZTR has his work cut out for it, but in with the first. Oh, with the spray. Not quite enough to deal with RPK, and that trade comes in. Exactly what Vitality were hoping for, right? Tucked into the pit. There's a long smoke down that Vitality have had to wait for on the fade. They need to check Boiler. NUKE could get away with absolute murder. Only good for 1. Down in the pit now, ZTR redirects his attention to short. The mollies have churned up these 2 short side players. It's another attempt at a big clutch, and the molly burns out Masuta. Oh dear. For Shoxy, he's out of the round. He's saving. He's gone. ZTR.
With Zywoo back on long in the library, moving up contact. This could be completely by surprise. Vitality don't know what's hit them until it's already happening. Shox, though, in the corner, covering RPK, who does die, but now they have to clear him from the site. Zywoo coming through the long smoke to offer some support, but Shox doesn't need your help. He's got 3, not 4. It's Zywoo to close. What a round. What a hold. And the contact play that looked like it found good timings gets melted. And now Shox, he's here to party. He's waiting for them to cross right by Rez. Oh, he checked it, but not fully. He didn't clear the corner. Now Shox has everything on his plate, ready to bite down onto NIP. 1, 2. Oh, he can't get the second. NUKE flicks back with the orb. Zywoo responds. The bomb is loose in middle, in the choke point. They've got a flash to find it. That has not gone how Shox has wanted, but Zywoo has at least kept it in the advantage. And there's another man in the apartments. Flash, but doesn't matter. Zywoo takes the shot blind.
Very dominant first half of Vitality, or if NIP can close the gap. So Masuta does not want to let this opportunity slip by. He's not given a lot of room, but Apex trades it immediately. Now calling for these rotations. NUKE fakes the bomb plant and nails the shot. It's another clutch attempt for NUKE. This time, a 1v2. Heading into the retake, NUKE. This time he's got time on his side. This time it's Vitality feeling the pressure, and it's the collateral for NUKE to put 6 up on the board for NIP, and it smiles all around there.
Rez can't believe it, and neither can NIP. They've been given a chance, like you said, to make this half interesting after all, and they're dealing with aggression well. ZTR has a teammate by his side to trade, and so NIP already finding a 2-for-1. Zywoo with a deagle, too many targets, but he does get the bomb. That's info at least, but at this point, Vitality are cordoned out of the site. Apex has a kit. He's also got a CZ, and we've seen that be the undoing as well. But can it do NIP one instead? He's actually gotten past Plopsky, who's trying to cross to the site. Now Apex alone, 1 mag to play with, 14 bullets left, and he's being flanked as well. It's important the pit player does not die. But oh, Apex has read this one. No, checking long, not the boiler. NIP, they salvage the half. They make it interesting. 7 at the end, and we've got 1 series on our hands. Okay.
Yeah, man, pretty gnarly from Masuta. That's what we're used to seeing out of this guy, though. It's not even a surprise at this point. Masuta gets a BS kill with a Glock. Yeah, just another Thursday, mate. Down in the pit, ZTR flashed off, but look at Shox getting stuck in with this. Oh, okay. Never mind. ZTR drops 2, and now the double setup is uncovered, but they drop the bomb. Apex up through short side, and Masuta is a long way away. So Apex is left fighting this battle solo for the time being. Ooh. Out through long, Masuta trying to gain some ground, and it's another little BS Glock kill for Masuta. This guy making it feel doable. And he's saying to Apex, you know what, bud, you just give it a look in. Don't you worry about me. I'm doing my own thing in through the apartments. Masuta here to collect the debts of NIP. Barges out through the door, spots the man in the sight, and NUKE taps them both out of the round. It's NUKE, baby, to put this round on the board for NIP.
Oh, that could have been a free round right there if they got that kill, but instead they're still trying to mince in middle. Rez taking down Masuta and stalls it out again. They're just not giving Vitality trades in this position. The gun's been given over. Apex can smoke CT, and there's still only Plopsky at B, so he can't afford to fall right now.
Yeah, the rotations are coming in pretty quickly, though. So Plopsky has just been freed up to fight this, especially with the mid-wrap from Rez. Only danger now at a round like this is like if Rez got found on the flank, but it never even comes down to that.
Oh, what a read for NIP. They've done it. And it's going to pay dividends.
Ooh, they're flashing the MP9 through. Rez has got to clear close, and now he's trapped at the sandbags, but still good for the double. Tensions at an all-time high. Vitality now realizing that this B site is not where they want to end up. They rotate away, but Plopsky has got this information ahead of time. 15 seconds into the A site they go, picking up a lot of pace, and they've got to go even faster. Hampus from down in the pit, just trying to buy time, trying to slow down this site take and whittle down the numbers. Apex deleted by ZTR with the MP9, and the triple stack at B is
Rez ready on the short side. Smoke down, they're going to go over the car. He's so blind, these flashes render everyone useless. Everyone but ZTR, because he's boosted in the site. Masuta tucked down behind, will only get 1. And that's going to be another clean-ish round for NIP. 1 death.
Now that they've seen that smoke, Shox leaves, and the rest of Vitality try to make some headway in towards this B-bomb site.
Yeah, RPK on the entry. Hampus is going to peek out after the flash. Plopsky not cleared, and Hampus helps out on the second peek as well. Apex trades, but he's not going to live long. Shox late to the party. Now has to blow out some birthday candles, but Plopsky's the first to clear. He does do it. How does he survive through the smoke? That spam puts him on 14. Plant coming in. He's committed to it. No one here to stop it. No smoke either for the spawn, and Molly will have to do, and he peeks ahead of the flashbang, blinded, and NUKE takes him out with the orb. NIP get a quick, clean retake under wraps, and the B players hold their own, even with that fake smoke, right? Even with the lurker Shox. They get past the molly. Mid is now Vitality's. That's something, right? They've been no strangers to playing fast, to playing out a spawn here, but could that be their undoing? Because NUKE is primed and ready on the angle. He's going to get flashed off. I like the pace. Can they overwhelm NUKE? The smoke down. Oh, random shot, and it connects. He finds Apex. ZTR hiding on the edge of a smoke. They're going to go through into this site. No, waiting around, and maybe they should have reconsidered, because on the other side it is a dastardly gentleman. Shox now can't hold on, and ZTR another multi-kill on this A anchor. It's back to Tech9s, and it's back to be fast. Oh, they get churned up in the Molotov, and they've got to drop smokes on them if they want to commit. Look at the health they're taking. Look at the damage done, dealt out, and Plopsky's trying to finish the job. He gets a dink, not finishing Masuta, but the nades could instead. Molly onto default. They'll have to plant at the back of the site.
Yeah, 3-on-3, right? One of the best chances you've had, and it's on a buy like this. Oh, damage is good for Apex. NUKE don't look interested. He's just trying to take down players as they leave.
He's got 13 grand, mate. He doesn't care if you lose this in AWP. He knows he can't win the round, but he does want the kills as they leave the bomb site. Almost hitting that flick. But 1 will do. And not much he could have done in that position either, right? Not retaking a 1-on-3 with the AWP. Masuta even dies to the bomb. And Vitality, at least this stack is kept on A because they're walking right back into it. NUKE on the orb, holding the corner. ZywOo, is he going to come back in for another opening kill, another pick? Perhaps.
Oh, they bait the shot out of NUKE. Drops the molly, ZTR, that's, yeah, you're dead there, man. There's no recovering that. Ooh. And Rez is followed up onto as well. NUKE is still here, and now is the only man who can make a difference. But fully blind, Apex deletes him from the round. And Vitality, they are getting back into this 12-14. It's undeniable now that this is starting.
Nothing to fall back on there, nothing to rely on for NIP. NUKE gets one kill and then loses the AWP. He still has money, yes.
This second AWP is in top middle. Vitality pressuring both sides of the map. Look at how deep Apex has gotten. Oh, the backpack showed on screen for a second there from behind the pillar. Plopsky draws the attention in, and there's the double swing from sight. Vitality now surge back up through A. NUKE trying to hold the middle, isn't giving them the room, isn't giving them the time of day. ZywOo and Masuta left to pull this one back, or else it's 15 to NIP. Map point in a series that Vitality need to win. The damage done through the smoke. ZywOo nailing that first shot, but still alive and still causing problems is NUKE, who's not giving them an inch of ground over towards A. 15 for NIP, hinging their entire hopes of making this comeback happen. All these rounds that they got, you know, up against 14, now hinge on the back of a B execute. As simple as it gets. They try to break the hold apart, but they can't get past Hampus. He's still alive, still looking to cause problems, and with missed shots coming in, he's gone on a bit of a tear. Shox is now low. NUKE is still alive, and alongside him it's ZTR. Apex, a lot of pressure on his shoulders, and giving that kill over now leaves it on Shoxy with 5 points of health. As good as this guy is in clutches, this is asking a hell of a lot. They don't know where the second man is either. Shox now set up in the pool, needs to be flawless. And there's the first. The follow-up brings NUKE down low, and it's Shox with 5 HP to make the 1v2. Yeah, you've got your pieces in the right place and potentially at the right time. Hampus playing around this long smoke has just removed RPK. That now triggers the go button for the rest of Vitality. They spill out of the apartment. Shox is still playing over the top of this smoke, but a man down. We need a hero to emerge down in the pit. Rez is good for another. Oh, this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of control, and Rez goes on a tear to close out this map. 1-0 to NIP. See what he can get away with. ZTR bringing out the dualies.
Here they come.
This is it, ZTR. You got your work cut out for you. The dualies are in with the first, but that is it. Cut down after that. ZywOo and Masuta make quick work out of this A bomb site, and the rotations have got to come through for NIP. A pretty grisly main smoke dropped, but up on top of main, there's another man trying to hold down the line. Shox locked in a fight outside, gets tapped by NUKE, and so in the blink of an eye, the vent rotate and the outside rotate have found a killer piece. Masuta and ZywOo, the two players that opened this round up, now have to get it over the line as well. Just ZywOo, as he's left in the clutch, wrapping around the silo, dancing on the boxes, but Plopsky is there from the heavens above to lock in that round for NIP.
Rest of his team running amok outside. They're going to cross down towards B. There's already a rotate here from the vent side. Going back up is Hampus, though, as Util blankets A. That actually cancels him out on B. They spot him and they run right by. Bye-bye, Hampus. We're going to get the plant in now. Hope you don't mind. And he does. He's here with a vengeance.
Oh, he swings the door, and he's just fighting them with the MP9. Only good for the first kill. A lot of damage to his old mate Apex there, but we'll get finished off thanks to Plopsky. Masuta can't tap them down with the tech. Here's the wrap from Shox that has nailed the first, and ZywOo dropping through the vent in the meantime. The bomb is not planted for him, and that MP9 needs reloading if my memory serves me right. So he's out of action just for a moment. Shoxy is the man that has the round in the palm of his hands. They tap the bomb in with the peak. So much damage, but neither kill comes of it. Shox needs to just land one bullet, and Rez taps him out with the USP. That is brutal. Look at how low he got both of those players.
NUKE, though, he has the cross with the AUG and scoped up, ready and waiting. They're actually going to walk close into him. He might not be ready for how quick they're here. Or the barrel gives it away. NUKE gets a warning, and he's going to try and spray them down. 2 kills with the bomb loose. That's a good hold for NUKE. Still Vitality own outside control. It's important not to feed them the picks here to give them more room to move. And so Rez repositions and takes his pixel angle, tagging RPK. And doing a little bit more, Plopsky even finishes Masuta in Garage, and they don't even need to really fight at this point, but they're going to peek together, and it shows great results. 2 for Plopsky, 1 for Rez, and a 3rd round for NIP.
And Vitality are given a lot of time to get comfortable in this 3-on-4. They send 2 over towards ramp, but the bomb is not planted for them. Hopefully this doesn't come back to hurt Vitality. If ZywOo falls, no one else has a say in this bomb. He's only good for the 1. Masuta's having to come back from ramp, and that round falls apart.
In terms of not having the right players alive or even in the right positions, but they made the best of a bad situation in getting a B bomb plant. It's enabled this buy, and they're doing the pistol all over again. Nades on the roof and a rush through the heart into that A site. It's going to get messy. Rez with a double dropping in. ZywOo shooting up, and Rez is already in his face. RPK trades, but up the vent is Hampus here to play. He's not needed. NUKE gets a shot off with the AWP, and NIP 6-0 right now. A dominant CT side on NUKE. RPK is waiting for a rotate out of main down secret. Plopsky has dropped on the ramp. It's a good call for NIP to put numbers on B, and ZTR isn't watching. He's waiting for them to come his way.
Oh, yeah, but seeing the head, Shox takes it off. And Plopsky is dismantled right away. Vitality, they break the curse. It's similar to back on Inferno, right? A huge streak early on for NIP, and now we have the response for Vitality. This is where you're hoping they can chain together a couple of rounds, build back up into this game. While you have a buy next, money's gone after that. And so that is how Vitality get back into this game. They're even hunting down the AWP right at the end. NUKE wants to stay alive. They're pressuring him. And with that shot missing, he is now gone.
So Apex has. And again, Shox, who is often tasked with this exact role, is dead. So it's up to Apex to fill the void. And he's got the bomb as well. Doesn't want to lose it to the AWP here. That could be the round said and done.
Oh, yeah, missed flick, but a lot of information right on the back of that spot. 4-on-4, Vitality up against this kind of mishmash buy. They're hoping to find success on the back of an A play, but a lot of bodies inside of this bomb site for NIP. Rez, does he want to go through? The bomb has to get in, and they're looking to deny it on the side of NIP. With those kills, the round is locked in. Rez with the swing, plays it and times it to perfection. As that bomb starts to get planted, he swings out. There's no time to recover it. Oh, the molly burns NUKE down very, very low. He's still having to worry about ramp as well. This isn't a clean-cut round for NIP, and they're learning that the hard way. The Deagle of Plopsky might have just saved them, though. Dealing with ZywOo, dropping the bomb, now upgraded onto an AK. Apex will retrieve it, now looking to get it planted. Shox is still a long way away. He's lurking back through the lobby, going towards vent to try and drop into this B site, but Apex is getting surrounded. He is all alone, hung out to dry, and dealt with by this UMP.
Oh, no.
Shox makes noise dropping in the vent. Now they should be aware. Doesn't look like they are aware. And they heard it. Rez keeping an eye on this, but someone's got to get on that bomb soon. You don't want to give Shox more time than needed. He's got another attempt at a clutch here. Last one on B didn't go his way, but this time around, oh, it's close. Not over the line, though. The defuse is in. It's going to be close.
I think he's got
but
it.
I think he's got it. 8 to 1
It's not even
is
close,
on the board. Nice and easy, like we all expected. NUKE holding on, rewarded for his patience, and not a trade in sight from Vitality. I really like what we're getting out of NIP. Never afraid to take these kind of, you know, minute risks, right? You're facing in Hut. That could have given a kill away, but you got faith in NUKE, you got faith in the AWP, and it provides another attempt at the vent drop. Hampus has missed both these timings, very unfortunate. Does have the double doors open to swing into the site, and will deal with Masuta. ZywOo alone in B is fast wrapped by ZTR, and the other 2 players of Vitality never even down the vent, now having to rotate in to a bomb site that NIP have fully rotated onto. All with the exception of Plopsky, but he's just coming in late from secret, right? That could also be an extra element that Shox has to consider that maybe he isn't right now. They are holding the vent, almost like they don't know he's here, but it doesn't matter. ZTR has still overwhelmed him. Vitality set up in the 5v5. They turn it into a 5-on-4. The Tech9 of Apex charges Rez down. Out through ramp come the remaining 3 for NIP. And while they have dealt with the first, there are a lot more bodies left to quell. Plopsky doubling down, but from above, they drop onto the last man. And it's Plopsky fighting to the last breath as he grabs that defuse. NIP up to 12 and the double drop.
Surely this could be a little bit better.
Yeah, it certainly should, right? Like, looking at where people are set up, looking at the angles NIP have, but there's no accounting for individual brilliance. And that's what NIP is showing up in spades with when it comes to these retakes. They got to move quickly, but the kills are coming in, and it's all left onto Shox again. Another clutch needed, trying to hold down ramp. And Shox is the guy you would want here, but tapped out by ZTR, who's absolutely dominating Vitality. The defuse, it's going to be close, but it's 13 on the board for NIP. They leave it to the last possible second.
Plopsky's pushed his own smoke on ramp. They have no clue. They got to go back for the bomb. And Plopsky, if he just waits in this position, he will get rewarded. He will get given kills. And this is the last thing they're expecting. CTR's even pushed through. They check him at least, but no kill. And now Plopsky hides his res to get the kill from the A site. And one by one, Vitality fall into a mushy paste. Hampus misses that one. But it's not going to be a matter. It's not going to be a worry for NIP, who have a 5-on-2 to close the half. The AWP fires off, and Apex is all that stands.
And he's a dead man walking. ZTR there to reap the reward right at the end. NIP, insanely dominant, 14-1. Yeah. Looking to make the 2-0 happen.
And looking good while they do it. Rez with the raid boss, P2 armored up. Hampus tapping with a Glock as well. Apex, plenty of ammo to throw down range, but no brain.
Yikes, dog.
Hampus one taps him out. Now they can split A, get into main. Through the smoke they go. Hampus walking in. Rez does get domed outside, but they're still going to commit to this one. The flank is in. They know about it, but they still want to look forward before they look back. Instead, Hampus attacks, and he gets 4. Looking for an ace now. It's NUKE trying to close the round. Hampus might have to instead. And there it is. An ace for Hampus. Taking 15, whether Vitality like it or not.
In the B plate, ZTR caught with nades in his hands by Shoxy, and turning back into the site, Shox digs down another. This was exactly what you didn't want if you're NIP. Back into the A bomb site. Hampus gave us an ace in the pistol. Well, now we're asking for 4. Plopsky will get the bomb planted, and Hampus is waiting for secret rotations, trying to thin out these players before they get into this site, before it becomes a problem. And there's a freebie for Hampus. Now the outside player trying to fixate on him. He loses Plopsky back in the site, so Hampus has got no choice but to fight for this control, to fight for the round. And while he does nail the first shot, I think the difference here, last time we saw the flash attempted for NIP, it felt like it went a lot higher, so it gave you more time to dodge it. So I always looked like it was a much lower trajectory, but instead, the flash isn't used, and they just get churned up. Oh, actually, it was. It pops over the top there.
Yeah, went in early. Apex didn't peek with it. He hesitated. He held off and hoped that they wouldn't check him. He gets 1-for-1, and Saiwu does the same, so works out pretty well. Those B rotates are in, and yeah, Saiwu spammed the smoke as they were crossing to Apex. Certainly helped him with that hold.
Dwindling again for NIP. The elusive Shoxy getting out of the ramp room, lives to fight in the B bomb site. They need the opener, and there's Apex removed, but Shox is still here, and he's not going quietly. It's left to NUKE in the 1v2. Bomb looking to get planted, but the rotations are already here.
He found a smoke, dropping it to enable a plant. He knows one's behind the door, but they swing it wide open, and that should be info, right? Shots as a molly is thrown. That's now NUKE knowing where they're coming from. And he has time before that smoke fades, reposition, get behind the boxes, tuck back in the dark room, waiting for them to discount this position. They don't have util to get him out, only flashbangs to flush. NUKE waiting for the kill. He's not giving them room. He wants to fight straight away. He wants to close, and he will. 16-5. NUKE does it on his own.